So share others. What's that? You're all digital again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, give me a second here.
Can you hear me?
There. Now I've got it muted.
All right. So
All right. I was just saying that if you didn't want this to be public, you could take it backstage.
That's all right. As far as the people get a chance to see this collection anyway, you know.
Yep.
So just eyeball it. Just get your eyes on it. Anyway. So those are the grades. Now this one here shows a 14D right there, but
Yep.
mine is way better than this. It's closer. It's got the number like this, but it's I don't know. It's in between these three. So my 14D is in between these three grades. I would say it's probably going to come up a 6, but this looks beat up more than that one and that one to me. Just you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's that therein lies the mystery of what they're really looking at.
Oh, because there's dirt in these letters, which show the letters more than here. Same with here. There's more dirt in these letters. I don't have any that look like that. I don't. Maybe the. Oh, that's the 09S. Okay, so here's the 09S. Let me switch to my scope. Oh, there it is. He looks sad and stoned. Hey, man, you got any doobies?
I gave him the teardrop in the corner of the eye.
Send it to me. What is bowling tonight? So we're discussing this beautiful coin that is definitely above a 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the 4 says if it's graded a 4, it's an $80 coin. I believe this to be anywhere from a 6 and above. It's hard because I cannot. How can I do this? There's no way I can have these two screens showing. Unless, you know what? Let me try this. I'm going to switch.
You can share multiple screens.
No, I want to turn off this camera for a second.
Oh.
And I'll switch this to my scope.
Get in line, Taz, man.
Then, get in line. So
it's not a B.
Now we got something going here. That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
So you can see the coin here, and now you can see here. So rather. Obviously, mine has far better detail than this one here. I'm going to click on it so it brings it up. This right here is worn to shit.
Yep.
The edge of the coin is in far better shape than where the word Liberty is.
Yeah, no question.
Versus this one where it's like mushed in. They got like scrape marks. You can see them go all the way across the coin like someone drug it on the ground.
Yep.
Now I got some up and down marks, but I don't know if someone rubbed on it or not. I don't know.
That could be the grain when it was hit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But see you, Taz.
Got to go talk. All right, see you later, Taz. So there's this one, which I would guess it to be. And it says at the bottom here what it is. So that's a 6. Yeah, this is better than a 6. That's a 8, which I still think it's better than that. I think this wait. I think.
Yeah.
I think his face sticks out far better. Like the back of his head is far better detailed.
Uh-huh.
I
I'm looking at the ear and the hairline above the ear. It's definitely a touch better. You move yours up to see the jacket. Yeah, you're, well, in the right light, you see a little deeper cut in some of those folds. So that, but it's getting close right there.
So it's either 8. There's a 10. Which again, those features
It's hard
of
to
the
tell
face.
what's different there. Yeah.
The face is pretty dang close.
Yeah.
I think my ear is better than his. Like, no matter where I aim it, you can see the ear all the way around.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's missing the backside of the ear. Like that is pretty flat. And then that's a 10. Even this one is flat right there. Like that to me looks like garbage. The letters on this, I can't, on this, look far better than these, or at least comparable. But look at this edge right here. This edge is smooshed and it's almost touching. Look at that edge. Not smooshed. Nice and still has that rounded hook to it. Hey, Mike. Hi, Poker.
Hey, Poker.
So it's like this coin has much better edge than the one that's on the screen here. This one here. Aside from that, this one's got way worse earwax. And then even the F15.
Yeah, it's.
Now we're getting closer to the ear, as well as the dimples in the hair.
I think when you get to this grade, it's it's kind of like splitting the hair between 65 and 66s and 67s. I don't know that I can tell the difference, but yeah, all of these look like they're.
So, like, I'm not going to go with the 10 because of that right there. That is most
deficient in other areas, yeah.
This now you can see a nice defined line. So I would say no less than a 12.
Yeah.
Now, according to this, now that's an S, right? Yeah, 1909 S. A 12 is a $115 coin. And that's remember, I'm guessing on the lowest I can.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say it's any higher, because as you get higher, I mean, I think it's got more dimples like these little dimples here, but there's other things that aren't as defined. Like this is more defined on this one.
Yeah, that's when you get to taking the balance of the whole in and saying, okay, the ear's stronger, but the jacket's worse, or something like that. And I think that's where they come across and usually end up hitting you on the low end of that grade when they do that. Is like, well, it's got 25 details, but overall the net brings it down to like the 12 or something like that.
Yeah, so like if you look at the ring edge on this one, it looks pretty flattened, like it's been mushed, especially right in here. But if you look at the next one, the edge looks so much better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the difference between the face is not that much, except for that ear shows a little more right there. Mm-hmm. So on the low end, I'm going to say mine is close to a 12.
Yep.
And that's me underrating it, but I would say it's probably closer to a 15 just because of this area and the ridge. Mm-hmm. But as far as like the bow, I'd say that's pretty close. I don't know how close I can get to this thing. Hold on. It's kind of hard to see once I get too close. You really can't see, it's too hard to see from that angle. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. this freaking book. All right, that is as clear as I can get it, I think. Let me try one more time. Yep, that's it. But yeah, I mean, you can see the bow.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like his ear is so much more better than.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find the right one. There it is. And this ear, like, you can see that like right on this. Hold on. Right at the corner of this tool, right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his ear canal, just the ear canal, is much wider or taller, like the hole.
Yeah, it just hasn't worn
compared
like your
to
has. Yeah.
this here. It's just that hole is not that big.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would say on the high end, it's probably 15 or even I'd say 12 on the low end. Probably more realistic to a 15, but it could get even. It could get closer to a 20. But I'm going to say a 12, just to on the low
and
end.
That's looking at the obverse. What's your reverse look like?
I don't know how to do that. Hold on.
That can drag down the net of it if it's not.
All right, so here's the back side. Now the back side of this one. Oh, damn it! I poked a hole through the book. I'm gonna put tape on that now.
Discount.
Well, the book is probably 70 freaking years old, so
yeah.
If anything, I'd put all this in a different book. All right. Yeah, that thing crackled like a.
Hey, Monkey King. Hey, Anna.
Now,
hey, Coin Junkie.
You can tell just right from that image that's. Oh, hold on.
It's those ears on the right side look about.
I'm gonna turn it just there so you can see more.
Better. Yeah.
Those here.
Some solid ears on it.
There's a little ding you can see right below the head. Right by the.
Yeah, there's that. There's a couple below that ear on the right side.
Yeah, I think those are just discoloration marks.
It could be.
Yeah. They're not. They don't look inward. They look like it's something.
Yeah.
But those lines are really much better than the ones in this picture. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
And in that picture, it's like these here are mushed. They're gone. Like they're worn down to nothing. So and then look at this edge. This edge is gone.
Yep.
Look at this.
You got about 75% air, whiskers there, and a cleaner edge. So yeah.
Now this one here's the 12. We'll go one over. Even going to a 15. Look at that edge. That's horrible.
Yeah.
And look at those leaves or the whatever you want to call these lines.
Whiskers.
Yeah, whiskers. And once I get even 20, look at this edge of the coin. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And like that's where I can't stand trying to grade a coin because it takes. Look, I have to go to 25 to get the same result.
Yeah.
And even then, let me switch over.
We'll get into the kernels of the wheat there, and
hold on.
There's good detail in yours too. That M is a little wonky. It's got a short leg on it.
And it's just dented in on the bottom half of that leg.
A little ding on it, yeah.
Which compared to the rest of it, I can, like me personally, I can deal with the dented M versus missing the lines of those lines there. The way it's laying looks like there's fuzz on it. But as soon as I tilt it, you can see all the lines.
Yep.
Same with that. So I tilt it, you can see every single line.
Yep.
So I mean, I'd say it's in between a 12 and a 25, depending on the grader, really.
Yeah.
Depends on, I would say the front is closer to a 12 and the back is closer to a 25. So I guess they might split that difference and say a 15. The 15 is right there.
I don't know what the policy is on that.
Yeah, it's like the front of this and the back of that.
Yeah.
As
harshly as they graded, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, well, we've got to go with the lowest, Yeah,
and which is why I'm guessing 12.
So you've got like a really nice 12.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at those here. It looks like
hi Anna, hi Coin Junkie.
Yeah, PCGS recommends 115. Looks like at auctions, PCGS and NGC graded have been anywhere from 65 to 115 on that one in the last couple of years. So I don't know how much being graded adds to these values.
I'd say it depends on the purchaser.
Yeah. You're correct, Monkey. It's just the S.
Oh, trust me, if it was the SVDB, I'd have had that graded already and thrown into an auction.
Yeah, it's not the Holy Grail, but it's the Holy Grail's.
The 1910S is a $17 G4. $24 G12, and then if it was a 40, it goes to $50, which came up to 48 for the 10S.
Yeah.
The 11D is $7 G4. The 11S is $32 in G4. Let me see where that's at. There it is. Just going to get it out without breaking the book again. There it is.
Yep. 11S I got from Cantor.
This is definitely ugly.
Yeah.
Looks a little pitted there.
Yeah.
What's weird is the edge looks great.
Unfortunately, yeah, he's kind of dipped in nuclear acid there. So
it looks like a zombie.
Little skull-like there, yes.
So like that is definitely six or 4. Yeah, yeah, that's a 4 or under. This is closer to that wrecked FR. Well,
that's survivor 4. Yeah.
Well, I'd say it's an AG3. Yeah, it's an AG3 because it's the AG3. What does AG mean? About good?
About good, yeah.
What's FR? I still say it says F and wrecked, minus the W. Ruined. F and ruined. Yeah.
I think that's short for fair.
Probably.
And then I think you've got P or PO below that at a 1, and that's poor.
Well, and this only lets me go to FR. They won't let me go any lower.
What's really crazy is when you get down into like the 1s or close to a 0. I mean, it's amazing how much they go up in value.
Now, if you want to talk about this one for a minute, we can talk about that puppy right there. If you want to drool.
You shooting twice in the back there, or what they do?
No, it's just colorized dots. That's all.
Yeah.
For some reason, it has these weird toning marks on it, like something dripped on it. There's another one in front of his mouth. But look at that.
It's got some pits, but yeah, nice.
No, there's no pits. That's the thing. It's just color. They look like they're pitted, but they're not. It's smooth, as you can see. There's no, like those dark spots. They're smooth. They're just dark.
Yeah, something dripped on it.
And then look at that back.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's a small ding on the O right there.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are you going to do? It's a 31S.
Yeah. I mean, if you want much better than these, then it's hard to find.
Yeah. So I don't know where that one would sit, but let's try and grade this. I'll go straight up. We'll go all the way up to we'll start at a 50. We'll go up from there. Yeah, I think I'm better than that. Yeah. Oh, we're getting there. God, no, look at that O. That to me looks like
that one baffles me. That last one, the 62 or whatever it was, that baffles me.
It's got.
Yeah.
Now that's a 64.
Yeah.
That's a 65 with that and that and that. How? I don't. And look at this right here. Big. Another ding. Look at this edge here. This looks like doo-doo. That whole thing's been scraped. See that? Like right here? Yeah, let's go here. And apparently BDB says there. Yep. Well, where does it say it on mine? Why does mine not say? Oh, that's a different corner. I'm like, that's a 39. So mine's not that high. I would say
you've got details there. Those spots are going to drag you down. I would bet you a whole lot that they would drag you down. That they're going to call it something besides toning.
Now, how? That looks like grease. This here.
Yeah.
How is this not coming back as clean?
Got
That's
me.
questionable all day. If I saw it, like if any of the coins I saw that were like this, I'd call them clean. Oh, oops.
Yep, you got me.
Because I have a oh no, look at this. Hold on. It don't look clean to you? You telling me that's a freaking that's a 68? Hold on. Let's get a cleaner image here. You telling me I got a MS68 sitting here, or is that clean? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If that's and same with it. Well, this one looks more natural. It's got a few whatever on it. What the hell is that little dot right there above the L?
Oh, the one directly above? Yeah, it kind of looks like a crater.
Weird. But yeah, so there we go. I don't know. I still say this is like a 60 or above. Let me drop it back down to 60. Oh, it's definitely above a 60. That's a 60. That's what they consider a 60. This is trash. I'm probably a 61 or 62. Oh, definitely better than a 62. This looks like shit. That right there I would like, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one example, though. I mean, that's not a good one, I don't think. But I'm surprised that they put a bad one out there like that. So,
And even this, like, See, this has those dots. It's just starting right there. And then it's got whatever this mook down there is. And it's still got a 63. So if I got a 61 or higher, I'd be happy. Especially considering it was sitting in this book when I got the book. I didn't have to find it. What's a 61 in that? Let me look. S. A 60 is 160. A 63 is 225 on the lower end. So anywhere between 160 and 225. If it goes between a 60 and a 63. 64 and it's a 260. 65 and it's 360. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monkey says the same. He's on the same page as I am. But still, $160 for one penny.
It's a pretty good return.
Yeah. So on 2 coins alone, the 1909S, that's pushing the 115 mark. We'll say 110. Right? Drop it down a couple bucks. And then if this is on the low end, what was that, 160? Yeah, 160. I think it's higher than a 60. I think it's like a 61. Unfortunately, there's no grade between 60 and 63, or no price number.
Yeah.
And that's if it's brown. Red brown changes. $31S. A red brown is actually, I guess it's about the same until it hits 63. Then it goes higher than a brown.
Yeah, a couple bucks. That one won't make significant difference until you get into the red.
Yeah.
Then you're talking $40-$50 difference.
Yeah.
65. Whew, God, it makes a healthy jump there. From brown to red.
Yeah, it goes up $40, or from 64 to 65. It doubled in price almost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm thinking it's a 65. No, I think it's probably a 63. To be honest, like I'm looking at this one on the screen. Aside from the fact that that's a brown, and the one before it is it's starting to show the red color right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unfortunately, they're not showing a better example of a 31.
Yeah,
I don't think they show any. Do they even show it? Nope. That's the closest they had to a 31. There's that coloring, but it's more brown than it has that red stuff. So
yeah,
and that's only a 61. And that to me this looks way more beat up than mine. This whole, like his whole body looks beat. It just looks like smoothed down. I don't know. It's not the same. Like maybe it's because of the color. But anyway, yeah. So I got those. What was the other two you were missing? 14D.
Well, the only other one that you're going to have there is like the 14D.
What do we decide on this one? Yeah, the back is a little beat. That edge is going to be. You have to focus in on that dent for a second. We're just going to see. We'll start down here at the 4 and G4 here. All right, so it's got a yay and nay because that dent or that missing, I don't know what's going on. There's like some gook going on. And by gook, I mean like something going on there. Maybe use the tip of this right there. Don't know what's going on there. There.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, it's been set and something.
Yeah, it's pitting for sure. This is what I would call some serious pitting. But those lines are a hell of a lot better than this. This whole back of this is way worse. Like you can see these letters way clearer than that. So
yeah,
I would put there's a 6, there's an 8. Minus the pitting, I would put the back closer to a 12, but because of the pitting, I would drop it down to an 8. Now, unfortunately, no, because even on, let me look at that left side there. You can see most of the lines, but not all of them. Like right at the top, the lines kind of disappear. They get mushed right in there. But on the other leaf, they're much better. I don't know what it is. These coins are heavy on that side, or they just stuck up a little more. But like,
it's had a long life.
Now here's the funny thing: on the reverse, looks like a zombie again, or a really, really tired Abe Lincoln. The front looks pitted again, right there. Oops, right there, and that looks like a scratch because it looks like it went.
A spit Lincoln. All
right. Yeah, it does. And
maybe you own that house in Delaware. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's been scratched to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would give it an 8 on the reverse. And let's start at 4. Do this again. Which is kind of hard because my scope doesn't really zoom out much more.
Overall, you're looking at probably about a 6 at best on that one.
See, look at the year. Look at how smushed this year is, though. Yeah. And then look at the definition. Now, you can't see it because it can't. Well, you can. See how hard this line is right here, the corner of him?
Yeah.
Look at how mushed. Look at how it's almost gone right here. Same with his back corner. And then his face is just like this one. So, again, it's between a 4 and a 6 on the front.
Yep.
Or I'd say between a 4 and an 8, only because this has nice clear corner. This is kind of, how's that one looking? No, that one's way better. But this one has pitting, so I'd say between a 4 and an 8. It depends on the grader.
Hey, you got a new sub.
Hey, Abrams, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. We're just commenting and berate. Is it? Can we say we're berating my coin collection?
I'm not tearing into it.
Oh, I am. I'm tearing into it a little bit, but then again, I didn't have to search and beg and plead and ask God for help to find these. They were handed to. So
I think you're probably looking at a 6 at best on that. Because I mean, you take the goods and the bads, and you kind of, there's some bads that you can't really get away from on that. I think you're looking at 6 at best.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know how they grade when they grade them. If they count pitting as any, you know what I mean?
It's not good.
Well,
I
a
can tell you
14D in a grade 4 is $160. In a grade 12, it's $265. So I'll take
Yeah.
that 8 all day long. Or a 6, because that's better than a 4.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the difference is. I guess I'd have to do the math and figure out there's 4, 6, 8.
You can get it down into the 1 through 20 there, and
So there's 160 for a 4, 265 for a 12. Where would it sit at a 6 and an 8? Because those are the only two numbers.
it's like 170 at a 6.
No, it's higher than that. Because a 160 to 265 with only two grades separating them on a 6 and an 8.
I'm looking at a 6 right now. It says 170.
Where?
Well, on PCGS, the screen that pops up is most active. You can pick different grade groups, like 1 through. Yeah.
Here, here's 4. 4 and right there. 14D. Brown. 160, 265. There's only two 6 and an 8. Oh no, let me do something here.
Yeah, go up to the top of that screen. Or scroll up. Okay, now right underneath, grades 1 through 20. Yep. Now it sucks because when you get to that edge of like 20 or 25, and you go from 20 to 25, it takes you all
There's
the way
no
back.
10. Where's the 10? I didn't see a 10 in there.
Yeah, there's a fine 10. So
I guess I'll have to do some. See, that's where it sucks, because if I send it in and it came back an 8, that's a $40 difference between that one grade. But I don't know what it would come back because of those pits. Take away those pits and the dent in the back, and it could come back. It could come back a 10.
But you can't take those away. They're there. That's why I'm.
I don't know how they grade when there's dents and dings, as far as like how much that affects the grade.
It's damage to a coin. You can't get away.
But I don't know how bad they knock it off the points. You know what I mean? Like how strict they're for every ding, how many points comes off? Like how is their grading scale? Obviously, what we see is whatever 4 to 70, but they might have a 200-point scale that they use to figure out the number. I don't know how they do it, but I'm gonna guess it's 170 on the low end. But the only way I'd know for sure is if I spent the $30 to make sure, and I don't want to do that for sure.
You could go through Annex and spend less. It wouldn't be the prestige of PCGS, but Annex would do a fair job for you.
Yeah, but I just don't want to spend the money. If I'd rather just sell the books and be done. Let someone else go crazy with, doing all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
it's just not my cup of tea. I have that one, and the more I think about it, that probably isn't a clean coin. I thought it was until I saw that high grade they said was in good shape. I'm like, oh, okay, well then this one must not be clean. Move this out of the way. And bring that up. I thought it was because it's too shiny, but I'm like, oh well, maybe it's just been holding its. I don't know. It has that red stuff starting by the nostril there, above the nose cap. It's got some slight little scratches, but it's all in all a great looking coin. Let me get the back side in here. But this is in a different book. This is in that This is one I took out. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's definitely red brown.
That's one that I'm always a little tough. It's hard to figure out, but I would say you have a shot at that. Yeah. I've seen some weird stuff come back, like, it's, well, shit, you've seen Rob send stuff in that looks like it's perfect red, and then it comes back questionable color. So it's just a crapshoot anymore. So
Yeah.
on those three, if we're looking optimistically at what you've got there, and you could get full retail for them, you'd be talking $500.
Yeah, just not counting the rest.
Right. When I look below at the auction values that these things have gone for, some are a little high, some are a little low. If I'm just kind of looking at a fair weighted average there, it's looking like the three would be roughly about $360 at that same grade. And if I'm looking at the Blue Book, which is a little closer to wholesale, you're looking at about $255.
Yeah. No. Wholesale. God. Never
Yeah.
would I ever.
I understand.
Yeah, no. There's like just those 3 coins alone. I know they're gonna fetch those grades somewhere in between there. That's why I'm guessing the lower of the grades, just because I think they'll actually get a higher grade than that. I'd rather be on the low end when it comes to visually looking at them myself, because I don't know how strict the graders
Sure.
are.
Well, and that way you don't set yourself up for a huge disappointment.
Well, for me, it's for selling them. For selling
yeah,
them.
just right.
So that it leaves whoever bought it or buys all my books, if I sell them all together, wiggle room to make money if they want. Because I'm not about trying to get every single penny I can get out of it, but
right,
I want to get what I think worth for me to sell it. Because otherwise,
if you're talking about let's say you're looking at that first one at a 10 and saying $115, and that being on the low end because the next one higher or the next 2 grades higher gets you to like 125, 140, something like that. And I guess that's one way to kind of look at it. I just don't play the full retail there, because I mean they'd have to be graded, and even when they're graded, they're trading below what PCGS lists. So that's just kind of the conversation that starts to happen. Or realistically, you're probably looking at somewhere between 280 and 340 for those 3 is what my guess would be if you were selling them as ungraded coins.
I think if I put that 31S on eBay, I'd easily be able to get $250 for it. Shipped. I'd have to include shipping.
That would be the one. Yeah.
Well, the 09S, I think I could put it up for the 115 shipped. Again, I have to do free shipping. Now the 14D, I don't know. I have no idea, because it's a 4 to 8, somewhere in that, I think. Is that the one that had the pitting on it? Which one had the pitting? Was that it? I think that was it. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that 14D. So this garbage really, really ruins this one. Like, it really ruins it. It ruined what it could have been.
Yeah.
So that one, I'd say probably $1. I mean, it's at least a 4, but it could be higher. It depends on the grader at the time. I'll say it's at least a 4, because I don't think it would go. It could go any lower because it's got too much detail to have Pitts drop at anything below that. But as far as the complete books or the book itself, yeah, the book altogether makes them worth more because it only needs one to finish the collection. One. Let me switch cameras here real quick. Where in the hell is my mouse? There it is. Nope, wrong button. Is this the right one? One coin dropped in that sucker. And then it's done.
Yep.
And that is this
That's
one
a sweet book.
This one book all ready to go.
Yeah.
Imagine
that's a
that.
sweet book. You find the right guy.
The other book was one of these, so it only had 3 of the panels, so it was like this.
Yeah.
That's it, and I sold that. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have sold it. I should have plucked out the good ones and sold the rest, but whatever. I sold that one for much cheaper than I should have, but again, I needed the money, so that's what I'm thinking. Hell, I'll just sell all of them together because then I don't have to worry about any of it. I'm just free and clear. Somebody can take these and finish the ones that like this one. This was only got 1 or 2 pennies in it. Where is that? And then I have this full of old Wheaties, all down to 1912. I think it's hard to tell that one because it's so worn. But this goes from 50s to 1910 or 11 or 12. That they could take these and fill them up. Half the fun. But I don't know what they would go for. What do you think these are worth? No? There, I don't know.
You might have to take one book by a shop and just see what they appraise it at.
Most shops don't even want to mess with pennies. Not in my area. They don't want to touch them because they're too hard. See, that needs 2. 04, and then that's actually it's room for error. So I guess I don't know, whatever you want. It goes to 19, but it actually should go to 20 because these were all Phillies for some reason. I don't know why I did that. And then I'm missing the 2000S. I don't know if that's an actual coin. And then it's the same as this one, 2001, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then whatever's missing. Oh, and then what's in this one? 41 to 75. Here's some more steel cents. So here's the other half. This is the one that has all of these are uncirculated except for the 63. Those are just variety spots. The entire book is good to go. It's all complete minus the varieties, which I don't know what the varieties would have been. Here's another 41 to 70 to 75. This one's a lot more full. It's only missing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 14, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 29 coins, but it also, I have a couple proofs in here just because I needed an S, but I couldn't find an S. So I just threw some proofs in. And a few uncirculated. And then this is that last book that only has a couple in it. I don't know what all that could go for. All I know is if you're a collector of pennies, these are the books for you to finish. Here. Keeps you busy until, rapture. And I don't know. I will say this, you are more than welcome to throw me an offer and I can get back to you via text and or email, whatever. I'll just tell you over text, I guess. How
I mean,
Closer.
my guess is you're not interested in splitting it up, so I don't think that would make sense for you anyway.
I mean, well, this is where I said I would entertain any offers to see what you're thinking. I assume you only want this behemoth, like, because
It is
the
tempting.
Vanna White. I assume this is the one you really are interested in. Maybe the one to go with it. What's that?
It is the one I was thinking of when I asked. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think this one is worth? Knowing that it's got, I mean, there are some I could swap out from other books that are in better shape than the ones that are here. This one looks like crap. This steel set, where I think,
well, the value of it's going to be in four or five, maybe 6 pennies that are in there. The rest of them are going to carry a little weight, but not enough to make a huge difference. So, we're looking at 3 of them, so far tonight.
What's that?
I think the value of the book is probably going to be carried by, half a dozen pennies that are in there, and we've looked at 3 of them tonight.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch in here that, and even the book itself has like these little stars on it that says, and the corner it says indicates a premium coin if in good or better condition. So like those are ones that people
those are going to be your semi-key or key dates, yeah.
Yeah, so like a 39D, 26S, 26D, 22D. If it had a no D, it'd be really rare. 24S. D23. It's got a bunch on these pages dotted. For some reason, the 43S is dotted, and it says the mintage and whatnot. But
yeah, because there's not anything that special about a 43S.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got them sprinkled in there. Like, a good example is the 22D that you're referring to. If you got a 22D, it's $7 in G4 condition. You got a 22D no D, it's $300 in that condition. So,
let me just take out my 22 no D.
The 24s, okay, 24 Phillies, 4 cents. 24D is $18. So, it varies.
Yeah. But luckily, every single one of the ones that are premium coin, if in good condition or better, those coins are all in this book.
Yep. So, yeah,
I don't know.
Probably. I don't know.
Let me move my thing here because
I know to get those last 4, it's going to be a spend. I'm just not sure right now if I'm able to or not. I've kind of told myself, be happy if you get them in retirement.
Get them while in retirement?
Yeah, like then I can go crazy on some stuff.
Oh, we all can.
Yeah. I can't even borrow any of my retirement, pay myself back right now the way they've got things set up. So I literally do have to wait. Now the question is, how early can I retire? That would be nice.
Let's see who's in the chat. Who's in chat right now? Let me know who's lurking in the background. I want to know what you guys think as far as this book goes. What do you think the a fair selling price would be for it, considering it does have every coin but that SBDB, and we've just been discussing the 3 biggest coins that this collection does have their grades and whatever you want to call it, respective potential values. Let's see if it says there's a couple people watching.
Yeah.
Let's just see who answers.
I mean, I could be way off, but I'd probably be thinking it's probably be for the whole book, probably between about 5 and 6. I mean, it's making some broad assumptions that you don't have like just one of those harder to find ones that's just in immaculate condition too. I mean, that could change everything by hundreds of dollars. So
that one's hard to find right there. What are you talking about? It's right there. It's 31S.
if it's already looked at, I know.
Super hard to find. See? Actually, it's very easy to find. It's right here. See, you found it.
Yeah, it's very easy for you to find. Yes.
I guess no one's chatting.
Maybe not.
That being the case,
I do need to go get dinner started. So that's one thing I do need to do, or my family will be upset with me. So.
Let me.
I did get a pretty fun little. That's an interesting little set that I got at an auction today.
Oh, hold on. Coins of Israel. I have coins of Ireland.
I've seen some of those. Those are pretty cool.
I mean, for everyone in chat, I'm going to end the stream here. That way I can talk to Copper off screen here. But thank you for coming in and hanging out and watching us and listening to us babble on about the coins and pennies and
pennies.
For those of you that are looking, I have a 3D printing going on over here. Right now it's a glow-in-the-dark blue dragon. I'm making a replacement. But if anyone needs any 3D prints, I'll be doing graded coin slab holders for $3 a piece if anyone's interested. Custom ones as well. If it's a design I haven't made, the first one is $10, but after that it's $3 a piece. And if you've already had one made, then they're just $3 a piece plus shipping, however many you want to ship. Shipping starts at $5.50 for the bubble mailers, the little bubble mailers. I think I can fit 1 or 2 in there. I don't recommend it. I recommend the $10 flat rate boxes. And then they go up from there depending on how many you get. Other than that, I will be doing a 2-box half-dollar hunt this coming weekend, Friday and or Saturday. As soon as I get my boxes, I'll make an announcement video on it. I'll be looking to get some donators for those boxes. So if you're looking to get in on the hunt, you know what to do. Just hit me up in the chat and or email at MazdaRacerForFun@AOL.com. And I hope to see you then. Until then, have a great night and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.